Hey guys, it's Marissa here. Welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following me for a long time, you would know that I absolutely love everything and anything to do with planners, stickers, and stationery. And if you have not been following me for a long time and you're new here, welcome. You will learn that I love planning. So with that being said, this week's video is an unboxing video. I'm going to be unboxing this year's planner. For the second year in a row, I did decide to go with the Erin Condren planner. I really enjoy the texture of the paper and I love her setup. So alright, let's just get on into the video. Alright, so I already took it out of the box. I have not opened it yet. Just on top we have the newsletter that we get all the time. And then right after that we just have the little sticker and the tissue paper. So I'm just going to open that. Okay. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. So this is the cover I decided to get this year. It's just the basic rainbow. I like the colors. It felt very like bohemian almost. So right when you open it, again, you have the dash, and then like last year's planner, we have this little opening page where you put your name and the school you attend. And then we have the yearly overview, which does look different than last year. If you remember, last year's planner was more colorful than this. So throughout this video, I'll be comparing last year's planner and this year's planner, just so you can see what has changed, what hasn't changed, and this might decide if you want to get the planner again this year or switch over to it to begin with. So here we have last year's yearly overview. As we can tell, it has these colorful lines, which I wasn't really a big fan of. It kind of clashed with my own design style, I guess. So moving back to this year's planner, instead of the projects and exams tab, we have a schedule tab, which is much different, and I rather prefer a schedule tab. I was quite surprised last year to see that there was not a place to input our schedule. I feel like as an academic planner that should be pretty much standard. So I was surprised, to say the least, that there was no place for your class schedule. So we have the first semester on this side, and then when you flip it over, we have the other semester on the other side. And that was not in last year's planner at all. That is a new addition that I quite like. Since last year's planner did not include a space for your class schedule, I ended up making my own and then taping it into the planner. I wasn't a huge fan of how it looked, but that is the best that I was able to come up with. So I'm glad that they have inserted a spot for class schedule, and they have the time and the week, and I definitely think this is a great setup. So moving on to the months, you have your basic quote again in the front, and then August. So right away we have the monthly overview, which has not changed, except it does look much simpler. There is less color going on. If you remember last year, this part was also yellow. So I'll just show you what my planner looked like last year in August. Mind all the stickers, please. I went a little crazy, and it doesn't even look that nice. But as you can see, there's more color. Ignore that, that's my own tape, but it's hard to tell on camera. But there's a lot more color going on, and I like the simple look a lot better, so I'm glad that they got rid of that. And I feel like it clashed with my own stickers because I found myself trying to match their monthly colors instead of doing what I wanted to do. So I enjoy how that is a little more open. So here we have a dashboard. It kind of resembles the one in the Life Planner. Not quite the same, but it allows a space for you to see your month at a glance, which I like. And then right next to it we have projects and exams. Last year, projects and exams was the schedule tab. So it had, the tab here said projects and exams and had about 5 to 6 pages of just this. And except now it's just in the month. So I'm gonna assume that every single month is gonna start off with these 2 pages, which I think is much better actually. It allows you to focus on one month at a time, rather than seeing your entire project and exam list all at once in the beginning of the planner. Like I said earlier, I'm not quite sure why they didn't include a schedule place earlier, but I'm glad they've added it. So now we just have a place for your projects and exams and a monthly overview. And then when you turn the page, if I can turn the page correctly, we have the day-to-day overview, which I think is much better. If you would remember, last year they did not include a to-do list in the weekend for some reason. I'm not really quite sure why, but I found myself having to make my own to-do list, and it never quite looked right. So I'm glad they made each day uniform instead of just leaving the 2 weekends to fend for themselves. I definitely think that it makes more sense now. I'll do a video on how I set up my planner for school, but what I usually like to do is put on what's due during the days, and then the to-do list is the homework to complete for that night. So just as an example, say on Monday I have an essay due. I'll write essay here. And then in the to-do list, say I know that tomorrow I have to have chapter 3 read, so I'll write chapter 3 to do here. And again, every month is pretty much the same. Going into September, we have the monthly overview, and then right after the monthly overview is a place to see your whole entire month. I like to call it a little dashboard. And then, as we all know, each one of her planners comes with stickers in the back. So let's see if they're the same as last year or a little bit different. Sorry, I don't know what the holdup is. Okay. So they are the same stickers as last year. You would notice that they say exam, midterm, test, quiz, read, paper due, study guide, study, no class, and vacation, with some extra ones so you can write in your own thing. They are the same sticker as last year, except this year they're a little more rounded. And last year they were more in the shape of a banner. So yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of the planner. And again, we just have the dash. So yeah, that is a complete walkthrough of the 2020 to 2021 academic planner. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you liked it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And then take this time to follow me on all my social media accounts, which will be linked right here and in the description box. So stay tuned because there will always be more. Bye!